welcome back. Welcome to one of the last places in America where opposing views are not only respectfully listened to, but sometimes they're even agreed with. I am your host, Titan, and this show, I'm telling you, is making waves. Now, you know how it works. We have chosen a topic that is important to this community. We have chosen 2 volunteers to argue opposing sides. 5 anonymous judges are going to listen while each volunteer spends 4 minutes on opening arguments. Then they answer 4 rebuttal questions and then each spend 2 minutes on closing statements. The judges will then tell me who they think won, but then the best part of all is you guys get to judge the judges. These next 20 minutes, well, I don't know, they might change your life, but they also will change your mind. And it's all brought to you by our good friends and wonderful, oh, and I dropped the bar. I can't drop it because next week's debate topic should be almond chocolate chip versus mixed goji berry. You guys got to order these things and find out. Tell me which one wins. Riptide? Let's make, oh, wait. Y'all got to pay attention. Brand new intro video this week. Check this out. It is very cool. Riptide, let's make some waves. Come on. I mean, that was pretty cool. I liked that opening video, and not just because I was in a lot of it. I still liked it, even so. Anyway, welcome. And judges, welcome to you especially. Thank you very, very much for your investment of time. And you know how this works. You're all anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. There is absolutely no pressure on you to vote one way or the other. And we're asking that please you put your personal feelings aside and you base your decision tonight strictly on what you hear in this show. Now, before we introduce tonight's volunteers, let's remind everybody what tonight's topic is. Are we ready? Tonight's topic. Franchised leagues are good for esports. Franchised leagues are good for esports. Now, we have our volunteer arguing the pro side. Agreeing with this statement is our friend Csgo. Csgo, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being here. And arguing the con side, disagreeing with this statement, is our friend Flintloche. How are you doing tonight, Flint?
I'm doing good, man.
Excellent. Thank you very much for taking the time. Looking forward to seeing you guys duking it out. Now, earlier
this is
tonight,
entertaining.
earlier tonight, Csgo won the coin toss, and he has elected to defer. So that means, Flint, you are going to begin. Again, you will have 4 minutes for your opening statement. Csgo, you will then follow up with 4 minutes. Then Flintloche, you will be asking 4 rebuttal questions to Csgo. Csgo, you will then return the favor and ask him 4 rebuttal questions. And then Flintloche, you give your 2-minute closing argument, and Csgo, you wrap up with yours. You'll each see a time clock on your, oh, you fixed it. Yeah. Look at us. Okay. So you will each see a time clock on your screen to show you time winding down. And for the rest of us, me and the crowd playing the home game, you will hear this magical sound. Ding, 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 ding. Nice. That does sound like prize fighting. So, and that will tell you that each of these people has 30 seconds left in their time. All right. Are we ready? Flintloche, sorry, we are starting with you. The statement again tonight is franchised leagues are good for esports. You are here to disagree with this statement. You have 4 minutes. State your case.
All right, let's get it straight to the point. Franchise leagues aren't good. It's as simple as that. When you think of esports, you think the 2 biggest developers right now. We see League of Legends over in the MMORPG area doing with League of Legends. Riot, that's them. They're top dog in that area, but really competing for them in that also MMORPG, and now in the FPS community, which has a new rival, Valve, running CSGO and Dota 2. Both of these developers have been taking different hands in the way they communicate with the community, dealing with updates and such, and most of all, dealing with their esports scene. We look at Riot. Riot has created a franchise system divided into, I believe, 3 key areas, which would be the LEC, which is Europe, the LCS, which is North America, and the LCK, which would be the Korean Asian region. I think there's one more, which might be the LCA or whatever it's called. Apologies if I'm not knowing it. League of Legends fans out there. So they have their whole franchise system. They do their splits. They have each season, and they end the year, I believe, in World, which is their big tournament. They have huge. You got hundreds of thousands of viewers coming in. How on the opposite side, we have CSGO. We have Dota. Valve is coming in, and they're running 1 or 2 big tournaments a year, depending on the game. Dota has the what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on this. Oh, the international TI10 coming up. Check it out in Stockholm, Sweden later this year. And then we've got CSGO with their 2 biannual majors we have. Previous 2 having been the Starlighter Berlin Major and IEM Katowice, both in 2019. This year we've got coming up the new PGL one, which should be in, I believe, November. Their system is actually, previously was comprised of they'd host qualifiers and they have previous teams come in for different stages. The new system coming in now is they have regional major ranking tournaments coming in, RMRs we call them for short, featuring teams from 6 regions that each get a different amount of spots. We have Asia region, the Oceanic region, Europe, the CIS region, which is a lot of Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, that area, North America, and South America. When we look at the 2 models that have compared, we see the LCS, that whole Riot section, but we come to the esports scene mostly for Counter-Strike. It's not franchised. A lot of it's just different tournament organizers. The big 3 right now being Flashpoint, Blast, and ESL. They're the ones who have dominated the landscape for the past year and even longer into their lifespan. And with a lot of revelations coming out, and we see the teams that are comprised mostly of these, North America has been huge in the LCS. 10 teams right now. Team Liquid, huge. 100 Thieves, TSM, Golden Guardians. These are these huge orgs with plenty of money and backing coming. Cloud9, can't forget them. Rest in peace, CSGO, Cloud9. But then we look at the franchises over there. There's been 2 big ones that have come out. Well, 3 actually. Blast, their whole system is based around a franchise, which has been doing decently. I can't deny it. They've done great with production, especially transitioning into the online period. ESL, they run their EPL, ESL Pro League, which is consisting of, I believe, 12 partner teams and then 4 more, actually it might be even more than that, coming in through qualifiers, winning tournaments, their own personal ranking system. But that one has its own flaws because it's common fact ESL are losing money. They're losing millions of dollars every year because of the system they run. And then we have Flashpoint. Flashpoint was started late 2019 coming into 2020. All we had was we had 8 partner teams and 4 that would come in through qualifiers. So we had Gen G, MIBR owned by Immortals. We had Cloud9, Contact Gaming, Envy, Mad Lions, or 2 other ones. Oh, I'm blanking on this right now. And we've already gone a year. These projects have been out for a year. Half the Flashpoint teams are gone, and these are all North American orgs. These are the ones who have the big budgets. So that's really it. I don't see success with it.
Thank you very much, Flint. Appreciate that. Okay, now, Q's, it is your turn. Again, the statement is franchise leagues are good for esports. You are here to argue the pro side of this. You have 4 minutes. State your case. He's not. I can hear. Sorry about that. Looks like we had a little technical issues there. The mic went mute on us, I guess, for poor For poor Q. Sorry about that, man. I know you came in here and helped us out, and now all of a sudden we can't get your audio working. Let me know, Riptide, when you get that up and running. And Q's, in the meantime, you're up good now? Q's, can you give us a test?
Testing.
You got him? Okay. Q's, I apologize. Good news is you have plenty of time left. So why don't you just kind of recap exactly what you just said? You've got plenty of time left. So recap exactly what you just said for your opening argument. Sorry about that.
So I'm saying that CDL is probably the biggest right now, because it's Call of Duty. Call of Duty is probably the biggest thing out here. Call of Duty is probably one of the best games, and Warzone is rising above right now. I'm just saying that they're rising above. Like Warzone, CDL, a lot of people are watching those videos because on the Call of Duty League, they're pretty good. Also, this is weird.
Thank you very much for that. Am I back on live? Okay, all right. We're gonna ask Flint for you to give your first of 4 questions to our friend Q's, if you would, please.
All right, Q's, you've brought up CDL, COD. COD's a game that's well known in North America, no doubt. I'm sure it has its European scenes as well. But how does a franchise league that relies on a consistent game, how is it affected when a new game comes out? COD's been known to come out with games every couple of years. So what happens with this?
Well, they obviously come up with CDL every single time. They have the CDL packs, and then they support the CDL players. I'm saying that CDL is probably bigger than probably anything right now.
All right, and question number 2, Flint?
Like I've mentioned previously, the Flashpoint League is Counter-Strike, mostly North American, who have these major money coming in from advertisements and such. If they're not willing to put it into one game, what happens when they start these negative money basically just keep stacking on through other leagues?
I personally don't know that question, but like when the new games come out, they're obviously going to make their money back for the micro transactions, obviously. Because there's in the first couple of days to support the veterans on Warzone, they've raised over $1 million just because people bought things from the shop with the code veterans or something.
All right, and Flint, question number 3.
All right, you just said it. You just brought up my question again. Thanks, man. When it comes to these microtransactions and these things that come out, stickers in Counter-Strike, you have skins for Rainbow Six, or with League of Legends. Overwatch, too, had their own MVP. They had Sinatra recently, minus the controversy. What happens in a game where Riot has, where if you're considered too toxic or too mean, you lose this popularity with some people who say, okay, I don't want to buy these things anymore because I don't support the developer.
Toxicity is a really main thing in FPS games. So I don't think you'll ever get rid of toxicity. They're just gonna lose more and more because of toxicity in most FPS games.
And your final question, Flint.
All right, when it comes to franchise leagues, what do you personally like? I genuinely like to know, why do you see franchises as the genuine good option?
I would say that they're pretty good. They're probably the best. Like the CDL ones are probably the best right now instead of other ones, because they probably make more money than the other ones, I'm guessing. Even though that I'm pretty sure Csgo has a knife on there that's literally like a green knife that has a green tin on it for $45 on the store, which makes no sense.
All right, now Q's, it is your turn. Do you have questions for our friend Flint?
Yes. I'm gonna know why CSGO has so many weird transactions that you're just gonna get a green knife for $50. You're just gonna buy that off the marketplace.
All right, when it comes to the CSGO economy, a lot of it is player to player. Of course, Valve does take their fair share. That's their right. They're the developer. It's their intellectual property. But they have different markets. There are third-party markets right now. Buff 163, CS Money, D-Market. These are all perfectly optional platforms, and the people choose to pay for skins because it's a cosmetic feature, like all games have.
But Call of Duty is reasonably priced. I'm saying it's a bit reasonably priced in the other games, because like if you're gonna pay $45 for a skin, you might as well just buy 2 packs off Call of Duty. You'll get like skins and like stickers and everything for the same price.
I mean, that could be true. A lot of what comes with CS:GO is it's your choice to buy. You could hypothetically, you could get a fresh account, create a brand new Steam account, make a free account. You could just start playing. You wouldn't have to spend a single cent on this game. And you don't have to. It's a cosmetic feature that they've included. And I think it's good because it provides money to the developer. It also shows the community who will create their own things and see if you're involved in these Valve events and such, you get your own recognition through their stickers.
I want to get back on that. What happens when people make fun of you, like the toxicity? People make fun of you for having no skins on your guns. I've seen that in multiple games, that they just make fun of you because you don't have skins or a certain character in the game like that.
No doubt. There are plenty of memes about that. CSGO, the huge one. League of Legends, too, I'm sure of it. Skins equals wins. That's how it works. But I know people who they've never chosen to spend a cent. And with Valve, I know they have it. I'm not sure about League of Legends. I know Valorant has it too. You can choose to mute certain players, so you don't have to see the messages they send you. You don't have to hear them in voice chat. It's easy to address it. It's more on a personal level than an entire level.
I saw a thing on YouTube the other day that this guy went on his friend's account and sold one of his most rarest items in the game, and then he ended up doing something horrible to that person, which is unreasonable for just a skin in a game.
I say yes. There's definitely negatives to having a system in place where everything's built into an account and you have transactions essentially, but it's the risk with the reward. Valorant has, you buy skins, you pay massive amounts, they're on your account forever. CSGO, you can change things out and say, I like this skin, but one day say, I want this one instead. So you sell it off and you buy a new one.
All right. I believe that was 4 questions. Thank you very, very much, Csgo. Now, while each of these 2 volunteers spends the time to prepare their 2-minute closing statements, let me just remind you of who made all this possible for us. It is our friends at Vine Bars. It's a great company. They're focused on bringing a wholesome snack, and it's meant to be a helpful building block for your healthy lifestyle, whatever that might be. A real nutrition bar with great flavor. Vine Bars, they're an ideal source of fiber and protein. No harmful additives, no tricks, just real delicious ingredients. And please remember, when you're going out to buy these babies on, of course, 7Cs, make sure you put in the code MAKINGWAVES to get 10% off of your purchase. Awesome. All right. So, Flint, you were kind enough to begin this whole evening for us. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for your closing arguments. Go ahead.
Judges, chat, Titan, my man, thank you for having me on here and listening to my argument. It may not be the one you agree with, but hey, you have a right to your own opinion here. And my opinion is that franchising does not work. It has been shown in multiple games. They only want the short-term investment that they can guarantee quick money on. That's how it works. League of Legends guarantees them money. CSGO, it's an open market. You choose. It's what you put into it is what you get out of it.
Much. And now, Csgo, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement. Go ahead.
Well, it doesn't make sense that you're just gonna buy skins for $45 or $50. It honestly doesn't make sense. Call of Duty makes way more sense in the money making league, because I don't know how much Call of Duty has made in the past year over just Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Cold War combined. They've made so much money. It's probably it's a better market. I'm just saying. Not agree, but here it is.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Now, while our judges and you folks in chat are making your decisions, let me let you know what's going to be the topic for next week. Now, next week is going to be a pretty hot topic, and I know this because it's come up at least 2 or 3 times tonight's show in the Q&As. It's not going to be about Vine Bars flavors. You can figure that one out on your own. Next week's topic, Riptide Bring It Up, is going to be Players banned for toxicity should be given a second chance. Players banned for toxicity should be given a second chance. This is a hot topic, so give that some thought, and you need to come join us. You need to state your case here on Making Waves. And how do they do that, Riptide? They go to the website. Is that the oh, that's the forum. They go to the website. There it is, aquatik.gg/makingwaves. That's aquatik.gg/makingwaves. We have made this form about as easy as it could possibly be here. It's 2 or 3 little tiny things you got to type in, like your name, and you're good to go. So please come up, please submit your information. Come join us here on Making Waves for your chance to win $100 cold hard cash. Well, it's probably going to be a gift card, but anyway, it's $100, and or a $20 gift card to the platform of your choice. All right, well, it was a great show tonight. Let's see what the judges decided. I've got NEPTJUN'S handing me the super secret, electronically, mind you, handing me the super secret sealed envelope, again, electronically. It says NEPTJUN is typing. NEPTJUN, if you know him, he's a very slow typist. So, the winner, according to the judges, is Flintloche. Flintloche, congratulations. You are the winner according to the judges. Now, the chat seems to have sided with Q's this evening. So it looks like a split decision, but unfortunately for you, Q's, it's just the judges that matter. But anyway, Flintloche, congratulations. You will both be getting your gifts, your winnings. NEPTJUN will take care of that. In the meantime, I want to give you a special shout out, Q's, and a big thank you. I know you jumped in here last minute for us, and we appreciate you bailing us out. Why don't you tell our group where we can find you when we're looking for you?
It's Clonicus123 on Twitch. It should be on the screen right here.
All right. NEPTJUN, Riptide says he has the, do you have that text? There it is. There it is. I was going to say, how do you spell it? There it is. Yes. Nice. A little bit off on that one, Riptide. I'm going to give you like a 4.2 out of 5 on that one. Thank you again, Q's, for jumping in. Really appreciate that. And Flint, how about you? Congratulations again. Where can we find you when we're looking for you?
Twitch.tv/Flintloche or Twitter.com/Flintloche. I'll drop it in the chat real quick.
All right.
And guys, I may have won. Go give my boy Clonic some props up on Twitch. He's been doing some great clips over there. Come on, give him some of that.
Awesome. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, I see it up on Twitch. Thank you, LV, for jumping in there as well. Thank you all. Remember, we have a real hot topic happening next week. Next week's going to be a big one. Don't miss the show, and please come up and volunteer. Give us what your thoughts are. In the meantime, we're going to have a good week's off, and then next week, Riptide, you and I, you know what we're going to do? We're going to come back. We're going to make some waves.